one for you, and one for me, and one for you. Oh, is this? We still have this super machine. Storyteller, what do we want to make more of?
I ain't had sex in a long time.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I'm going to the top in the first play. You like that picture? So.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escapes the defender.
Oh.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races.
Oh. Let's go, boy.
LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Get paid.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
38-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Crank it up, y'all.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The try here for the extra point.
Crank it up.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Eagles 14, Bears 7.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's going.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain.
Oh,
so
man.
the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, man. Not that man.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run. It's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Chicago.
Let's go, go, go. Bio, let's catch that robot. Daddy, I'm
Yes.
a vitamin.
On vitamin.
Yeah. We have our tools back.
Ain't no vitamins,
We're
man.
going back to the Fix-It shop. Let's go make our customers happy.
Like friends, it's only important to be okay.
I think we might have even more customers than before. Oh, we've got so many customers.
No, that's mommy. That's mommy.
My taxi is frowning now. Is this how our story ends? Not if we're the ones telling this story. It's time for something big to happen. Mechanics, it's a lot of customers. We just need to take our time, do it together, and finish this.
And while you wait, please enjoy some delicious pancakes from our new and improved robot.
Just push this button.
All right. Pancakes. Breakfast meeting.
Yes, Bree. Yes. Yes.
You could do. Our customers are happy again, and we're
Yes, Bree. What you want?
ourselves. Keep it up, mechanics. The end. Or is it? What is
I didn't give it to her today.
robot story we could make?
What she want one? Mari, come here.
You got us.
You got it?
Daddy, I can't find it.
Good job.
Stick with me. Oh, hello. Look, my boat is sailing, and I am the wind.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Have you ever been on a boat?
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
You know, we could sail on a really big boat. In a story. We could be pirates. Arr! Hey, storyteller. Will you create a pirate story with me? Great.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
I need this
And he'll
land.
just sit on this one as their drive will start.
Fuck. Pausing the game. Keep me on my element.
Daddy, I'm a bicycle.
You have one already.
Let's get this story started. Once upon a time, you and I were on a boat on the color sea. And we were pirates. With our trusty pirate crew.
At the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
What the
Just
fuck was
by
that?
his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback. He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now they try the right side here. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Murphy on the
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Eagles 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
Hey, bro,
but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I need to win, bro.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Number 20. Byron Murphy on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Oh my God, bro.
Inside the 35.
Come on, y'all.
Extra on top of the big
Jesus
play there.
Christ.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone.
I'm
And
not
if you
playing
listen,
right. Like, what's going
officials
on?
will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown.
Man, what is
Chicago.
going on, bruh?
Cole Komet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
I can't stop nothing. What's going on, bruh?
For Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football.
Like, why?
101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on
Going
kickoff return,
on?
that's a disappointment. But some of these teams,
shouldn't
special
be like
teams
that.
coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means...
Now the ball comes loose.
He's down.
This is picked up by the Bears. And some space here. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
Down,
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Fuck.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking.
Eddie Pinheiro.
They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Staying on one team, bro. I'm biting myself in the ass not staying on one team, fool. Fucking me up.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. He spins free. And he's
Legit
taken
fucking
down,
up.
but able to slip across the 35. Boy,
You
give him
not staying
13
on one
yards on the
team,
opening
bruh.
play of the drive and also give him a first
I couldn't
down.
even lock in, bro.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That nigga's mad. Hard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the
Oh, my
backfield.
God.
It's complete. And this is picked up by the Bears. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because
I got
otherwise
the
he shows up on
He ain't
every
working.
scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple
Oh,
of
my
games.
team.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Come on, man. Fuck.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Respect me. Can I get some respect?
Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
They're gonna respect me for shit, bro.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I hate this team.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. At the 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've been.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just
Man,
keep this
what
one
the
PG.
fuck?
CC violation.
No doubt.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Why can't it stop nothing, bro? Like, goodness gracious.
Now after the touchdown, here's
God,
Pinheiro.
dang, I ain't stopping him out one time. What the hell is going on?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Like, what is going on, bro?
At their own 25-yard line.
I ain't stopping him not one drive. Like, what is going on? Like, this defense is not showing up for nothing. Dang. I need to stay on one team.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Bro, like, what the hell?
I'm surprised because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
God, dang.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
I thought they was going to be good. Nah,
and they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
I don't know what type of high ankle this type of.
They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I need to be on the
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot.
This man got 6 touchdowns. He never scored 6 touchdowns on me. But he got 6 touchdowns a day. Get out of here.
Physical approach against him the rest of the game.
Come on
He's
now.
had his way so far. But on that last
one, not even real, bro. This is not real at all.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Tired of losing.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be back
this don't lag out,
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Got his man.
Come on, man. This man catching everything, too.
A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
What's wrong, bro?
Another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Chicago.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up
What Mommy
5,
do?
1st and 15. Now
Well, stop
handoff
them.
here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
If mommy said stop, then
That's
stop.
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You gotta learn how to stop. If mommy said stop, you gotta stop, okay?
At the 29-yard line.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
I got it.
Brandon, all things considered,
Yeah,
they have to feel
gotta
pretty
keep
good
my
about getting
people
that type of a
straight,
game,
yeah.
considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Why the what's going on, dog?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked
Go to the
up,
track line.
found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching
What in
staff
trash?
said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game.
And he'll go down.
Yeah.
The Bears get there for the sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The throw right sideline here is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the
Come on, man.
It's an interception. Picked off at the 21. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I will play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by
Trey,
Boyd. And
what's going on?
Of revenge there. He's
Trey crying?
in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before
Man, this team does not look the way I play, bro. I got to nap him about the offense. This defense is booty cheeks.
There's a nice pickup.
Dang, dog. Just staying where I was at, bro.
All the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
I know I had something going when I was with Carolina. Should have stayed the Panthers, bro. Should have stayed the goddamn Panthers, dog.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
Look at Carson, man. Come on, man.
Picked off at the 33, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. By the Bears. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
Oh, you want to play no more.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Down Bears.
And to give this time to the tailback.
And
he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
What you lose to people you beat all the time?
Called a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That's out to the left, flat and complete.
Man.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching
guys all the
are just
time.
quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw.
This
He's
bitch
going
ass.
to take a shot for the end zone.
Give me that bitch.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set
I hate
for the
losing,
fourth quarter.
bro.
A very one-sided affair. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Got myself in the hole, bro. Got myself in the hole.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34.
I put myself
And
in
he
the
brings
fucking
it
hole,
back
dog.
to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense,
Oh,
but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else
the fact
for
that
you.
this nigga got 7 touchdowns is
just
blowing,
lopsided, and it's
picking me
been
out the
ugly
game.
from the get-go.
It's blowing me so much.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
What's wrong with him?
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
What's wrong with him?
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Come on, man. Like, the fuck is this?
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a first down.
37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to Reagor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13-yard line.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
77, Eagles 21. Eddie Pinheiro.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Flushed out right. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out.
final score. There's
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaunt. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Find